We know that President Trump traveled to Wisconsin for a campaign rally this Saturday. We covered that for you here live on News Nation, while the vice president has been in debate camp in Pittsburgh in preparation. News Nation media contributor Colby Hall is with me right now. Oh, I love the clean-shaven look, Colby. Very dashing.
Summer, well, my beard is gray, so I look younger when it.
You look young all the time to me. But I really am wanting you here because you have so much to say and you are encapsulating it so well. But this debate within the debate, we've heard about the rules changing. We've heard how some media outlets have reported on it, maybe making mention that former President Trump was somehow thinking about backing out. Then we heard about him saying, you know what, no lifts, no boxes. You got to be what you got to be. Obviously, Ms. Harris is a lot shorter than the former president. So talk about all of this noise surrounding what really isn't super important when it comes to debate night.
Well, it's drama. And I got to tell you that if former President Trump is good at anything, it's like drumming up support. And by the way, there wasn't just reporting that Trump was bailing on this debate. He announced it. He said flat out that he wasn't going to do this debate. He was backing out. And then, of course, later he said, or just I think it was late last night, early this morning, that he wasn't going to allow any platforms because he thought that was cheating. It's not cheating. Most candidates are allowed. They negotiate whether they can be. I think, of course, he's much, much taller and wants to appear towering over Kamala Harris. I'm not sure that will change any votes. But I think this is all sort of like Trump's sort of gamesmanship, right? It's sort of like trash talking before the event, trying to get in the head of Kamala Harris. Will it work? I don't think so. I think none of this is really a surprise, but it certainly gives us something to talk about, and it will be something interesting to watch because I think getting in her head or her getting in his head will be one of the goals of each candidate as the debate unfolds.
I hope not, frankly, but I think he's an equal opportunity trash talker. I don't think he's trying to get in her head. I don't think he cares about her head. I frankly think he just wants to let everybody know he's going to tell it to you straight in his Trump way. But in terms of psychology, there have been more comments about the vice president's approach in terms of getting under his skin. So I think the drama's on both sides, don't you?
Absolutely, 100%. And, it's interesting. I think, as Niall said in the previous segment, Kamala Harris has done really one interview, and that was with CNN, and it was a pretty soft, there were some challenging questions.
It was softball. Let's be real.
It was pretty kind, right? And so, America has not seen her have to deal with, sort of challenging issues. Now, I will say that in 2020, she didn't come across great in the primary debates. And she has been way more authentic and sort of genuine in the first appearances off prompter since she became nominee. She gets in trouble when she overthinks her answers. And that's where the, quote, word salad answers sort of come up. And so if she's concise, I think it will be a decent night for her. I will say also, former President Trump has also been sort of long-winded. He sort of, prattles on when he's in rallies, and he gets in rally mode, this sort of muscle memory. Mm-hmm. So he also has to be careful that he doesn't just,
ramble.
Prattle on. Yeah, ramble. It's a big problem for both.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.